right, episode 2, the Intentional Spark Show and Tell.
Hello, good morning, everyone.
So a bit different today. We're doing this from the car. We promised to do 9 a.m. every Monday, so we're not going to break that promise. But turns out we're traveling to Europe to go to a wedding, and
why are we driving to Seattle and not Portland Airport?
I have a philosophy about in the present, I just decide that future Tony and Meg will deal with all the problems that past Tony and Meg create. So past Tony and Meg found an awesome deal using points to fly business class from Seattle to Germany for the wedding, and past Tony thought that was a really good idea. So I actually came back last night from the Crafts and Commerce conference, which we'll talk about, that was hosted by ConvertKit in Boise. And now this morning, we're driving 3.5 hours to Seattle to fly to Germany.
Well, we also forgot that we were going to be driving to Seattle to take the flight out until about Friday at 2 p.m.
Yes, so up until this Friday.
That derailed our plans a little bit.
Yeah, we thought we were flying from Portland, and it was being much easier. Just another, bonus of navigating the spouse-business partner relationship as well.
But it's going to be all gravy when we are sitting in business class later today. So
yes,
the drive is well worth it.
And every time I decide that I'm not going to put everything on future Meg and Tony, I do it again. So we'll see if we keep doing it. But that's why we're doing this on the road. And the other big reason is, for the longest time in our business, client work has come first, and client work still does come first. But we're making a real commitment to focusing on the business as well. And so we've committed to doing these Facebook Lives every Monday for 3 months, no matter where we are or what we're doing. And so if we're in the car on the road, even though we didn't know we'd be, we're going to do it in the car on the road. And I think that's a big thing for us now, is to really try and prioritize at least a few internally focused items for the business in order to, be intentional about it, which is something we take pride in, and we haven't been doing it lately for the business.
So then this coming Monday, we'll be in Europe. I think, what are we in, Portugal, or are we in Germany at that point, Tony?
On Monday, I think we're in Portugal for a few days, and then Germany for the wedding.
Yeah.
I think we're in Germany, so we'll be in Germany.
Yeah.
Probably in a hotel room doing it again.
So tune in, and because of the time difference, it'll probably be happy hour then.
Oh yes.
I feel like there's no happy hour in Europe. It's just all the time. Wine all the time.
The Intentional Spark Booze and Tell.
Yeah. So they'll be, as opposed to coffee, which we normally have in the morning, which, by the way, proudly sponsored by Starbucks this morning. Or caffeinated by Starbucks.
Yeah, feel free to reach out if you want to sponsor us, Starbucks.
As opposed to having coffee in hand, next Monday you will likely see us with either a good German beer or a lovely Portuguese wine.
Both?
Both. Yeah.
And the big thing we want to talk about today, in the spirit of being on the road and traveling the next week and a half here, is the work doesn't stop. Oh, I like this. Summer said it's just happy, no hours needed.
That's what I'm thinking.
I like that, Summer. Yeah. I like that. Maybe everyone can join us with a drink in hand, no matter what time it is.
Yeah, challenge is on, Summer.
So we're on the road, and the work doesn't stop, especially when you have clients. A lot of our clients sell digital products, online courses, or software. Software as a service. And so when they go on vacation, their team and everything else can keep selling. For us, because we're client-facing, that work doesn't stop. We do have a team in place to keep, managing the accounts, but we're still have a lot of client-facing responsibilities. So we're working on the road, talking to the team. We'll be talking to some clients, talking to you guys, and there's a lot of ways we do this and make it work. Email is always a big feature, but there's a lot of other tools besides email that we like to use. What's your favorite tool that we use, Meg, to communicate with the team?
I think for me personally, I've really been enjoying Slack recently. It's something that took me a while. It took me a while to get on. I was mainly working out of email, talking to teammates, and text message, but I've recently started using Slack, and it's great because you can have group chats with people, you can have private combos, you can have to-do lists in there, and it's just a great way to kind of streamline all your communications if you're on a team, whether it's, a 2-person team, a 10-person team, or you can add clients to particular channels, and they also have a great mobile app, so you get messages from Slack just like you would a regular text message. And
right, like I've been working in the car. Meg's driving because I had to get some workout, and I'm just doing it right from the phone, talking to people in Slack. It can be really useful. And honestly, for us, because we work with a remote team, we have a team in Portland, Summer, who's on the call right now. She's in Portland, but she works from home. We all work from home and meet up during the week. But because of that, we're all used to using all these tools. So when we do go travel, there's a much lower hurdle of difficulty because we're all used to communicating via Slack, via Zoom for video, which is another one we like a lot.
Zoom's great.
Much better than Skype. Zoom's faster, clearer, and it doesn't have that annoying thing where if you're in Skype, everyone wants to use it to chat with you, so you don't get interfered with. So Zoom would be my second one after Slack. I love Zoom.
For social media, I personally love Hootsuite and Edgar. Both are great if you want to schedule content out in advance. With Edgar, you can schedule evergreen content, so you can publish things that are constantly going out on a cycle, whereas Hootsuite is more, you're dedicated to a calendar. So if I know I'm traveling this week, I can set some tweets to go out on, say, Monday or Tuesday when I know I'm not going to be in the office. And so it's just a great way to get some content out there when you don't have to always be plugged in. So it's for you social media people out there, those are two of my favorites for the busy traveler.
Yeah, another one, a big one actually for me, is Acuity Scheduling. It took me a while to use a scheduling link for my calendar, and now I'll never go back. I'm still working on getting my scheduling a little better. I tend to have way too many calls during the day. But
so many calls. It's so crazy. I don't know. I would go crazy.
I like, talking to people. I like it, but it ends up eating into a lot of work time, so I end up having to work, on later or early hours. But, with Acuity Scheduling, you can block off time and just give people a link. So for people that were booking calls with me 2 weeks ago, Acuity did not let them book anything during this travel time. So there was no fear of me messing up or them kind of sneaking into the calendar. And it makes managing your time much easier when you're on the road and you don't know where time zones are going to be. Acuity handles all that for you. So that's a really big one. And the last one I would say, some kind of project management tool. We use Asana or Asana. I say Asana.
Is this like the Adidas? Or
Adidas. Yeah, did you guys know that Adidas is actually pronounced Adidas? I bet you didn't. That's a fun fact.
Fun fact.
So, with Asana or any project management tool, all the to-dos are in there. You can actually assign them to other people. I love when everyone assigns them to me. That way I don't have to figure out what I'm supposed to be doing. I can just go do it.
It's a great way to manage a marriage, too. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah, Meg does throw things in the business Asana that are just for around the house.
Dishes.
So, those are some of the tools we use that have really helped us work remotely, and will help us the next week and a half here working on the road. Any other big items? That's probably it, right?
Yeah. Just excited for the trip, and looking forward to keeping you guys updated while we're on the road.
Next Monday in Europe, drink in hand.
We expect you to also have a drink in hand.
I like it.
Yeah.
Looks like Facebook also lets us put on masks here. How do we do this? It says tap the magic wand to put a mask